Welcome back for another deep dive. Today we are heading over to the sunny shores of Thailand.
Ooh, sounds nice.
Right, specifically to a place called Sichon. Have you heard of it?
Um, I've heard the name, but I don't know much about it.
Well, there's this new luxury development there, and it has everyone talking. Banyan Tree Residences Sichon. We've had this really interesting article in Ocean Worldwide Phuket Real Estate,
Okay.
and it details the project. There's some details that really caught my eye, like some real twists.
Yeah. Like what?
Well, first of all, and this is what really stood out to me, it's the first branded luxury residential development in Nakhon Si Thammarat.
Okay. Interesting. So we're not talking about Phuket or Koh Samui here,
Nope. This is a region known for natural beauty, for sure,
right?
but not necessarily high-end resorts. So, like, they're combining the allure of, like, a secluded paradise with the prestige of the Banyan Tree brand.
I see, I see. That's really interesting. What do you think they are going for here?
Well, it's like they're trying to redefine what luxury means in this part of Thailand,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a clever strategy, I think. By bringing a globally recognized brand like Banyan Tree
Yeah.
to a more emerging destination, they're creating a unique value proposition for sure.
And for a specific buyer.
Yeah.
Someone who wants the exclusivity, the amenities of a five-star resort,
Mm-hmm.
but they also want ownership.
Exactly. Smart.
Speaking of exclusivity, you're not going to believe this. They hosted this lavish event
Okay.
called Luxury in Motion,
Mm.
where potential buyers got to test drive Mercedes-Benz cars along the coast.
Wow. So they are really pushing the connection between luxury cars and luxury living, huh?
It's lifestyle marketing at its finest. Like, they're not just selling property, right? They're
Right.
selling an aspiration, an image. And by partnering with Mercedes-Benz, they're tapping into an existing image of luxury, success,
Oh, yeah, for sure.
and associating it with their development.
It's classic, but it works.
But beyond the marketing, I'm curious about the development itself.
Yeah.
What can you tell us about these villas?
Well, the article mentions starting prices of THB 65 million, and that's for the sea view villas.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then the beachfront ones are starting at THB 85 million.
So we're definitely talking high end here.
Yeah, high-end market for sure.
Yeah.
And, they're offering amenities like a private clubhouse or a restaurant, a wellness center, an infinity pool.
Wow, it really does sound like they spared no expense.
It's a complete luxury lifestyle package.
What really intrigued me, though, was this idea of Sichon being a return to a simpler time
Uh-huh.
in southern Thailand.
Mm-hmm.
It almost seems like a contradiction, to the
Yeah.
whole luxury concept.
Right, right. That is where it gets interesting. I think they're trying to tap into this growing trend in luxury travel,
Okay.
a move away from like the ostentatious displays,
Oh, yeah.
and towards a more authentic, understated experience.
So it's less about, like, showing off your wealth and more about connecting with nature, the culture, even yourself.
Exactly. It's
Yeah.
about a deeper, more meaningful experience.
I like that. And to be fair, the article mentions the new international airport, which is only 35 minutes away.
Oh, wow. So it's not completely off the grid.
Yeah, and there are ferry connections to Phuket and Koh Samui, so you're not totally cut off from the world.
Right.
It's like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
Seclusion and accessibility,
You need that accessibility.
for sure. Okay, let's talk about the financial side of things.
Okay.
They quote Banyan Group's managing director in this article,
Mm-hmm.
and he's talking about southern Thailand's growth potential. And they have a rental management program in place. So, do you think this is a good investment?
Well, that's what everyone wants to know, right?
Right.
That rental management program is interesting.
Yeah.
Banyan living, they call it.
Yeah.
Basically, it means that owners who aren't using the property can generate income by renting it out through Banyan Tree.
Oh, so you could own a piece of paradise and have it pay for itself.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
But, it's important to look at all the factors of any real estate investment.
Of course.
Of course. And we can dig into that a bit later.
For sure. Speaking of compelling, I was also impressed by the focus on sustainable development.
Yeah.
They really highlight how this project is designed to harmonize with nature.
That's a smart move. Sustainability is so important these days, especially for buyers who are really environmentally conscious,
Mm-hmm.
and they give specifics about their approach, which I like.
Yeah, like what? Can you give some examples?
Sure. They mention using local materials, energy-efficient design, and a real commitment to preserving the natural surroundings.
So it's not just luxury for the few, but also about being responsible stewards of the environment for everyone.
Absolutely. And I think that message is really going to resonate with buyers who are looking for something more than just a vacation home.
Yeah.
They're looking for an investment that aligns with their values.
Okay, so we've got an incredible location, stunning villas, a prestigious brand, a focus on sustainability, and the potential for rental income.
Wow, it does sound too good to be true.
Right. But before we get carried away, let's take a closer look at the risks.
Yes, definitely. We need to look at the potential challenges with investing in an emerging market like Sichon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because while the potential rewards are definitely enticing,
For sure.
you have to understand the bigger picture.
Totally.
And things like, well, currency fluctuations, political stability,
Right.
even the potential impact of climate change on coastal properties are all factors. And what about the impact on the local community?
That's a great question. I mean, the development could bring economic benefits to the region, but there are potential social and environmental implications too.
Yeah, how will it affect the traditions, cultural practices, and the ecosystem of this coastal area?
Those are important questions.
And we will dive deeper into those in the next part of our deep dive.
Looking forward to it.
But before we move on, I want to touch on one more aspect,
Okay.
the unique cultural experiences that Sichon has to offer.
Oh, yeah. That's a key point. It really sets it apart.
Right, because luxury is so often associated with cities and like typical tourist destinations, but here they're highlighting a more authentic destination.
Totally. Less discovered.
Yeah, and the article talks about some of the cool experiences Sichon offers.
Like what?
Well, they mentioned these vibrant local markets with fresh seafood,
Ooh, nice.
tropical fruits, handicrafts, a real chance to like immerse yourself in the local culture.
Can experience those authentic flavors.
Exactly. And beyond those markets, there are historical and cultural sites to explore.
Oh, cool.
Like they mentioned Wat Chediai Kai,
Yeah.
this temple with a really unique architectural style.
I see.
And they have ancient artifacts there.
So a history buff would love that.
Totally. And if you're looking for adventure, there are plenty of outdoor activities.
Okay, like what?
They highlight Kanam National Park. It has stunning waterfalls, rainforests, tons of wildlife.
Oh, wow.
You can go hiking, kayaking, or just relax and take in the beauty.
Sounds amazing.
And of course, the beaches. Sichon is known for that pristine coastline, white sands, clear water. So it's not just about lounging at the villa.
No.
It's about exploring the area, finding those hidden gems, experiencing a slower pace of life.
Yeah, that's where that return to a simpler time tagline really comes into play.
Right. It's not about sacrificing modern comforts, but finding that balance.
Totally. Balance between luxury and authenticity.
Indulgence and enrichment.
Yeah, exactly. The best of both worlds.
Okay, let's go back to the investment side for a second. We talked about that Banyan Living rental program earlier.
Right.
Can we dig into that a little more? Like, how does it actually work?
Sure. So basically, it's designed for owners who want to rent out their properties.
Okay.
Banyan Tree takes care of everything. Marketing, bookings, guest services, maintenance, housekeeping.
Oh, so it's completely hassle-free.
Exactly. So owners can make some passive income.
Okay, that sounds amazing.
Yeah.
But what about the financials? Like, what kind of returns can investors expect?
It's hard to give specifics without doing a full financial analysis. But you have to think. Properties in a prime location, managed by a brand like Banyan Tree,
Yeah?
they have the potential for significant rental income.
And you factor in property value going up in a market like Sichon.
Exactly. The overall return could be really attractive.
That is encouraging. But we can't forget about the risks we talked about before.
Right.
What are some things investors should consider before jumping in?
Well, as with any investment, you have to do your research. Weigh the risks and rewards with Banyan Tree Residences Sichon, things like the Thai economy,
Right.
the exchange rate, the rules around foreign property ownership, and of course, climate change and how it could affect coastal properties.
So it's not just about the luxury and the returns, it's about being smart,
You got it.
making good decisions,
Absolutely. Understanding the market, the potential challenges.
And there's also the ethical side of things,
Oh,
right?
for sure.
How will this affect the local community? The environment.
Right. Is it sustainable? Is it hurting the ecosystem? These are all questions investors need to think about.
Luxury shouldn't come at the expense of the environment or the people who live there.
Absolutely. It's about finding that balance.
Right, between growth and responsibility,
Yeah.
personal indulgence, and the collective good.
It's like that concept of sustainable luxury, right?
Exactly. It's not just eco-friendly buildings, it's
Yeah.
creating a positive impact,
Yes, on the environment and communities.
making things better.
And it sounds like Banyan Tree Residences is really trying to do that.
They're not just talking about it, they're taking action.
Yeah. Minimizing their impact, supporting the community.
And that's something buyers care about these days.
Big time. People want investments that match their values.
Yeah.
And sustainability is a huge part of that.
it's not just about how fancy the property is anymore.
No,
It's how responsible the whole project is.
they're tapping into this new idea of luxury where sustainability matters.
Right. Authenticity, community, it's all important.
As much as the views and the amenities.
Okay, we've talked a lot about the development in the area,
Mm-hmm.
but I want to know more about what it's like to actually live there, you know?
Yeah.
What's a lifestyle like?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one thing to see the pictures and like hear about the concept,
Right.
but I think our listeners want to know, what would it feel like to actually live there?
It's more than just the amenities. It's a whole lifestyle.
But paint us a picture.
Yeah.
What's a typical day like at Banyan Tree Residences Sichon?
Okay, well, imagine waking up to the sunrise over the Gulf of Thailand.
Okay.
You hear the sounds of nature, and you step out onto your balcony.
Okay.
You smell the tropical flowers. You feel the warm sun.
I'm already relaxed.
Right. And then you start your day with some yoga,
Okay.
overlooking the ocean, led by an instructor from the Banyan Tree Spa.
Oh, wow.
And then you have a nice breakfast at the Clubhouse restaurant.
Fresh, local ingredients.
Exactly. Then the day is yours.
So what could you do?
Well, you could take a walk along the beach, feel the sand. Or maybe go to Kandam National Park, hike through the rainforest,
See the waterfalls.
see the waterfalls, yeah. Or you could just relax by the ocean.
Okay, and what if I'm feeling adventurous?
Then you hop in your Mercedes-Benz and go explore the villages.
Ooh.
Immerse yourself in the culture.
Yeah.
Visit the markets, eat the food, maybe take a cooking class even.
So relaxation, exploration, and culture. It's all about a slower pace of life.
Exactly. Disconnecting from the hustle.
And reconnecting with yourself.
And nature. And all the while, the Banyan Tree staff are taking care of everything.
Yeah, the housekeeping, landscaping, all of it.
All of it. Plus concierge services so they can arrange anything you need.
Excursions, dinner reservations. It does sound like the perfect blend.
Right.
Luxury and tranquility.
Indulgence and enrichment.
But let's be real, this comes at a price.
It does.
Who do you think is the ideal buyer for this kind of place?
Well, it's not for everyone, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think it's someone, maybe a family, with a high net worth, looking for a second home or an investment property, and they want something unique.
In an up-and-coming destination.
That's it. They value exclusivity, personalized service, and of course, sustainability.
They want responsible tourism.
Exactly. They want more than just a place to stay. They want a place to belong.
A community.
Yeah. Like-minded people who appreciate the good life but also want to make a difference.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into Banyan Tree Residences Sichon, I think we can agree this is more than just a luxury escape.
It is.
It's a whole lifestyle,
A statement.
a commitment to a more sustainable way of living.
I think so, too.
And whether or not to invest in a property like this, that's a personal choice
Of course.
based on your own situation, what you want out of life.
Your priorities.
But hopefully this deep dive has given our listeners a better idea of what Banyan Tree Residences Sichon is all about.
The tangible and the intangible.
And maybe it made you think about what luxury means to you, how you picture your own paradise.
That's what we want.
So thank you for joining us on this journey to Thailand.
It's been a pleasure.
Until next time, keep diving deep, keep exploring, and keep searching for those things that enrich your life and the world around you.
That's the goal.